Today, I want to talk about something that every woman needs to hear, not just once, but again and again, until it becomes part of who you are. Because in this beautiful, messy journey called life, the world often tells you to be strong, yet it rarely shows you how to be strong with grace and compassion. And that's what we're going to explore together. Every woman carries within her a power that can endure the storms of life, yet too often, that very power is spent entirely on others, leaving her own heart thirsty. She lights up her home with love, strengthens her family through sacrifice, and spreads hope in the hearts of those around her. This strength does not announce itself with noise, it shines quietly, the inner light that rises each morning with renewed courage. But the light that brightens the world outside often seeks nourishment from within. This is a truth every woman needs to remember, not once, but again and again. Life challenges us in ways that can make us doubt our own abilities, and it's easy to think that perhaps we are not enough. Yet the woman who wakes early to care for her home, who nurtures her children with patience and kindness, and who remains steadfast in her relationships, she possesses a resilience that can overcome the greatest obstacles. Her courage is not diminished by hardship. In fact, it grows with each trial. It is this inner strength that allows her to greet every new day with hope, even when the nights have been long. We often praise women for what they give, for the sacrifices they make for others, yet we forget that they are human too, beings with hearts that crave joy, peace, and self-respect. True strength lies not just in giving endlessly, but in recognizing your own worth. Valuing oneself does not mean being perfect or better than anyone else. It simply means seeing the light within, the qualities that make you unique. When a woman acknowledges her own value, she becomes a source of strength, love, and respect. Not just for herself, but for everyone around her. Life is not about being flawless in every aspect, but about recognizing the best within ourselves and using it to create love, peace, and hope in the world. A woman who trusts herself sees challenges as opportunities, finds calm amid failure, and remains loyal and kind in her relationships. This is the light that not only brings her happiness, but illuminates the hearts of those she touches. In the end, every woman must remember that she is the true hero of her own life. She is the light that guides others through darkness, the strength that inspires hope when despair surrounds, and the love that starts within and radiates outward to the world. Honor yourself, care for your peace and happiness, and recognize that when you nurture your own heart, the world around you becomes brighter too. There is a quiet strength in every woman, a resilience that often goes unnoticed because it works silently, behind the scenes, in the rhythm of everyday life. She wakes up before the sun to care for her family, often putting her own needs last, and yet she does it with a smile. Her heart is a well of compassion, her mind a reservoir of patience, and her soul a beacon of hope. Many times, the world only sees the results of her effort, the love she gives, the sacrifices she makes, but rarely does anyone see the struggle, the quiet battles, and the weight she carries. It is important to remember that strength is not only about what you give outwardly, but also about how you nurture yourself inwardly. Life can sometimes be overwhelming. There are moments when doubt creeps in, when the weight of expectations feels too heavy to bear. Yet, it is in these moments that the real power of a woman shines. She learns to rise after every fall, to smile even when tears threaten to spill, and to remain kind when the world tests her patience. Strength is not about never being afraid or never feeling tired. It is about continuing to move forward despite fear, exhaustion, or pain. And in doing so, she not only uplifts herself, but becomes a pillar of strength for everyone around her. Too often, society praises women for their sacrifices and selflessness, but true fulfillment comes when she also values herself. Her worth is not measured by how much she gives or how much she endures, but by how she nurtures her own heart, cultivates her own peace, and honors her own journey. Self-respect is not arrogance. It is the quiet recognition that she is a being of immense value, capable of love, joy, and greatness. When a woman acknowledges this, she becomes a source of inspiration, radiating confidence and compassion in equal measure. Happiness does not lie in perfection or in the applause of others. It lies in understanding one's own worth, embracing one's unique journey, and choosing to live with intention and integrity. A woman who knows her value does not seek validation from the world, she creates her own happiness. She celebrates small victories, learns from setbacks, and moves through life with grace and courage. And the beauty of this strength is that it is contagious. Those around her are uplifted, encouraged, and inspired to discover their own light. Every woman deserves to see herself through the lens of love and respect, to honor the power within her, and to understand that her life is a remarkable journey of courage, growth, and transformation. When she nurtures her heart, cares for her mind, and finds peace in her soul, she becomes unstoppable. She becomes a light that cannot be dimmed, a source of hope in a world that often forgets to pause and appreciate. In recognizing her own strength, she transforms not only her own life, but also the lives of everyone she touches. Every woman is a universe of strength, patience, and grace. She carries within her a balance of courage and kindness that the world often overlooks. From the smallest acts of care to the greatest sacrifices, her life is a testament to resilience. She faces challenges every day, some visible and some unseen, yet she continues to move forward, carrying the weight of responsibility without complaint. Her strength is not loud or ostentatious, it is quiet, steady, and unwavering. It is the kind of strength that builds families, uplifts communities, and quietly changes the world. There are moments in life when the burden seems too heavy, when the expectations feel unmanageable, and when the world feels indifferent to the effort she puts in. Yet, it is precisely in these moments that her true power emerges. She learns to rise again and again, not because she has no fear, but because she chooses courage over despair. She finds hope in the smallest victories, and even in moments of failure, she discovers lessons that make her wiser and stronger. Strength, she realizes, is not the absence of struggle. It is the ability to navigate life with grace despite it. One of the greatest lessons a woman can learn is the importance of self-respect. Society often praises selflessness, but it is equally vital to care for one's own heart and mind. Recognizing your own worth does not diminish your love for others, rather, it amplifies it. A woman who honors her own journey becomes a source of inspiration, not just for herself, but for everyone who encounters her. She learns that taking care of herself is not selfish, it is necessary. When she nurtures her own peace, her ability to uplift others becomes limitless. Happiness and fulfillment do not come from perfection or constant approval from others. They come from knowing your own value, embracing your unique path, and choosing to live with intention and integrity. A woman who understands this walks through life with confidence and compassion. She does not seek validation from the world, she creates it within herself. She celebrates her achievements, learns from setbacks, and approaches each day with an open heart and a clear mind. Her joy becomes a ripple, touching everyone around her, reminding them of the beauty of resilience and love. Every woman needs to remember that she is the hero of her own story. She is the source of hope in darkness, the embodiment of courage in adversity, and the expression of love that transforms lives. When she values her own heart, cares for her own soul, and honors her own journey, she becomes unstoppable. Her inner light guides not only her own path, but also the paths of those around her. By embracing her own strength, she creates a legacy of love, resilience, and inspiration that endures far beyond her own lifetime. She is proof that true power lies not in domination, but in compassion, courage, and the unwavering belief in oneself. Every woman carries within her a reservoir of strength that is often underestimated by the world, yet it is the very strength that shapes families, communities, and generations. She wakes up before the sun, juggles responsibilities that seem endless, and gives herself tirelessly to those she loves. Her love is quiet but powerful, her patience deep, and her resilience unwavering. Yet, amidst giving so much to the world, she often forgets to give to herself. The light she spreads outside must also nourish her own heart, for it is only when she nurtures herself that she can continue to shine for others. Life presents challenges that can feel overwhelming at times. Expectations from society, family, and even from herself can create a weight that is hard to bear. In these moments, her inner strength becomes her anchor. She rises even when she feels tired, smiles even when her heart aches, and continues to love even when the world feels unkind. True strength is not the absence of struggle. It is the courage to move forward despite fear, doubt, and uncertainty. Every setback she encounters is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Self-worth is the key to sustaining this inner strength. A woman who understands her own value does not measure herself by the sacrifices she makes or the approval she receives. Her worth is intrinsic. It comes from recognizing her own heart, nurturing her own soul, and embracing her own journey. Caring for oneself is not selfish, it is essential. When she honors her own peace and happiness, she becomes a source of love and inspiration that touches everyone around her. By valuing herself, she can give without depletion, love without compromise, and live without regret. Happiness and fulfillment are not found in perfection, accolades, or constant approval from others. They are found in authenticity, in the quiet joy of knowing and accepting oneself, and in living life with intention and integrity. A woman who embraces this truth walks with confidence and grace, finding beauty in small victories and lessons in every challenge. Her presence uplifts, encourages, and inspires those around her, creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond her immediate surroundings. Every woman must remember that she is the hero of her own story. She is the light that guides others through darkness, the strength that inspires hope, and the embodiment of love that transforms lives. When she nurtures her own heart and values her own soul, she becomes unstoppable. Her inner light not only illuminates her path, but also shines brightly for those who walk beside her. By embracing her own courage, resilience, and compassion, she creates a legacy of empowerment and inspiration that endures for generations. Every woman deserves to see her own worth, to honor her journey, and to recognize that she is capable of infinite love, strength, and joy. So today, I want to say this to every woman listening: be proud of the strength that carried you through storms. But don't forget, your heart deserves peace too. Lose yourself in love, yes, but also find yourself in joy. Be the gentlest voice in your own mind. And as you walk forward in life, may your inner peace be the light that guides not just you, but everyone around you.